Grant, when the season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then it's Gary Harris. And it's Rollins in at point guard. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Back over to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the evening.
At the line for one.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And here's quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a three-point game. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well-equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the three-point basket by Toronto. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the lob. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Here's Rollins. Hurdle grabs a miss.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Barnes, no good. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got 7.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Quickly outside. Kicks it out to Barron. The three is up. Rebound, Milwaukee. They defeated Washington in their last game.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game.
Down low. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, that's a big man playing big. Pirtle using all of that 7-foot length.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. Harris passes to Antetokounmpo. Portis with a screen on Barnes. Fires from the line. Antetokounmpo. Bam! 11 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. The 4th spot held by Milwaukee.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
And it's good. 2 points.
That's a lot of focus that time by Quickly. So good at working his way through the contact.
Antetokounmpo outside. And Giannis throws it down.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
You know, Tim, both of Jakob Poeltl's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, B.A., in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the first one at the line is good.
And one thing about Scotty Barnes is his team feeds off of his enthusiasm for the game. He keeps everyone engaged. Just a great guy to play with.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 13 points in the game. And he lobs it up to the rim. And then Portis with the dunk.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Pass to Shed, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Outside for Ingram, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Looking at who's out there now for Toronto. Mamukelashvili comes in for Scotty Barnes, and it's Walter in for Quickly. Antetokounmpo, left side, rebounded by Murray Boyles.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
Shot is good by Mamukelashvili.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now Antetokounmpo. And the big finish by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. B.A.?
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Shot clock at 5. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Back to Ingram. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 17 points in the game. The kick out to Kuzma. Again, the Bucks. Good for 2.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Ingram with the ball. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly. Whew.
Oh, with the clock running down, man, that...
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Gary Harris. And it's Rollins in at the 1. Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, there's the alley! And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Just nice recognition by Kuzma to find a soft spot in the defense on his way to the hoop.
And the foul on Gary Harris. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Inside, here's Walter. Can't get it to fall.
You have to like the effort and versatility that Kuzma brings to the defensive end.
Quickly against Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Raptors trail by 3. Quickly outside. There's the triple. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Rollins. Back to Antetokounmpo. Out to Portis. Clock at 6. Here's Kuzma. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Brandon Ingram is checked in for Toronto. Pass to Shed. There's a screen from behind the arc. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Oh, man! Wow. And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Here's Murray Boyles. Outside Ingram. Quickly outside. From the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Giannis. Oh! Giannis powers it down with force.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Mamukelashvili passes to Ingram. Out to the wing, looking to end the run. Mamukelashvili, no good.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
The jump hook. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Milwaukee leading by 9. Antetokounmpo, right side. The shake. The strong finish by Giannis.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
It's hauled in by Portis.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Back to Antetokounmpo. There's 1:47 left in the first half. On the mark with the 15-footer. Antetokounmpo has got 8 points here in the quarter.
And usually teams go on runs from a bunch of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
Ingram against Kuzma. Pass to Pirtle to stop the drought. It's hauled in by Portis.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Antetokounmpo finds Portis. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th assist with that last one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Barnes, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Kuzma with a screen on Pirtle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
He can't get a shot to go this quarter. Might want to get others more involved. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
The 3 from Barnes. Pure from 3-point range. Barnes has got 7 points.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Greetings, everybody. The stories so far revolving around Giannis, the Greek freak, in fine form tonight.
Let's face it, Giannis was just unguardable. His length, his strength, ability to get to the rim at will. Right now, he's running all over them.
You know, I've never said this before, but it's a big man playing huge.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. And it's quickly in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Picked by Pirtle. Quickly passes to Pirtle. Harris against Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Over Harris. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Gary Harris.
This is an element that R.J. Barrett brings to this offense. He loves to put pressure on the defense by getting to the foul line.
The third pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing legs.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. But what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
Barnes.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
Raptors trail by 19. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. BA, back to you.
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. Antetokounmpo, bam!
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Pirtle finds Ingram. Outside Barnes. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Barnes has got 12 points in the game.
Bill Barnes was waiting on that shot. All he needed was for the ball to find him.
Barnes against Antetokounmpo. Portis with a screen on Barnes. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Outside Barrett. Toronto passing it around. And here's Ingram from the arc. He buries it from 3. 10 points for him.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Antetokounmpo against Barnes. Harris passes to Rollins. Here's Antetokounmpo. From down in the low post, it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 39.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
To the paint. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Man, this Barnes been great here offensively. He has come out blazing.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Driving to the basket. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Yeah, sometimes even Giannis needs help. The play gets him all the room he needs to strike.
Pass to Barrett. Picked by Pirtle. Portis with the steal. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Out to Portis. There's the three. Rebound by the Raptors. Barrett with it. Now guarded by Harris. Now here's Quickly. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And a series of injuries for Emmanuel Quickly last season, Tim, stalling his ascent.
Yeah, and we're all hoping that's all behind him now because there is a lot I like about his game. The quickness, the deep shooting, the ability to take you off the dribble. No doubt, Emmanuel Quickly, a guy we have to watch.
An emerging player.
Absolutely.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Fires the three. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks leading by 18. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Rollins, guarded by Quickly. Just 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo inside. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Pass to Quickly. Here's Murray Boyles. Pirtle. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Pirtle's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is where Pirtle has great value to his team. Offensive rebounding, just hanging around the glass. Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Ingram. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And few guys in this league make more contested, difficult shots than Brandon Ingram. He's got so much confidence.
And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Off target from 3-point range. Antetokounmpo, left side. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Oh, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense. Just rolling right now.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Bucks ahead, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Milwaukee, at the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Then it's Gary Harris. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Rollins in at the point.
Well, it's not easy, but defensively you want to avoid fouling a guy like Quickly.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, B.A., it shows you how much the game has changed. I had the green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Harris. Antetokounmpo outside. Tries again. Here's Portis. And here is Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity, and again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's Mamukelashvili. On the wing quickly. 4-3. Mamukelashvili, no good. Milwaukee leading by 20. Pass to Rollins. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 5 assists in the game. Puts it up from 15. Yes, it's good.
That's really pretty. The mid-range from Quickly, I love it.
And Antetokounmpo, here we go. And that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 56 in the game.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
All the way to the rim. Quickly, really aggressive that time. Really good to see him with that kind of mentality.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. From 17, it's rebounded by Dick.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Walter. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Harris on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Another one falls! Amazing!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Harris passes to Antetokounmpo. Portis a screen. Wing shot on the way. He got it again! Sensational!
A 60-piece, oh my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible. Picked by Pirtle. Quickly from outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 11. A minute 42 left to play in the 4th quarter. Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Back to Barnes. Quickly from outside. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Quickly's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their 2nd victory of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things.
And got it! Another basket!
Oh, what a performance. Arguably the best in franchise history.
He's tied the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Harris. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Barrett. Antetokounmpo against Barnes. Good. He hits again.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
And he cans that one.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
No, this game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball, we knocked down shots, but most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.